Paul Rykoff, you were an incredible voice of clarity on Pete Hegseth. He's clearly marching to the beat of Donald Trump's drum. Trump just announced that Hegseth will have a press conference tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. There was an uncomfortable scene. I'm not going to play it again. I played it at the top of the hour of Hegseth clearly performing with Trump literally standing over his shoulder. What, in your view, is happening at the Pentagon right now, where I should point out General McCain did not use the word obliterated. He said that exactly what Tom Nichols just said, that the damage assessments are not all in yet. We'll see.
Truth is the first casualty of war, always, but especially with these guys. I mean, this is revealing their character. Combat and the highest stakes possible reveal your true character. And Donald Trump and his team have been a group of people who've been lying about things big and small for years. They lied about January 6th. They lied about the election. They lie about his body weight and his golf score. And now they're lying about battle damage assessments. This is who they are, and this is where we're going, because the stakes keep going up. After National Guard troops in Los Angeles, and he blows through that guardrail, and after federal troops in California and 3 other states, and he's blown through that guardrail, now he's dropping bombs on foreign countries and lying about it and misrepresenting it and exaggerating, because that's what he always does, because he doesn't have discipline. He doesn't have restraint. He's not calculated in his language, and neither is his team. And now you've got Hegseth, who's going to do, like you said, what he was hired to do, but maybe taking a broader step back. He is not looking like a Secretary of Defense for America. The way he talks to people, the way he berates people, the way he yells at people, it's unbecoming, and it's embarrassing for America. The Europeans are not buying his shtick, and most Americans are not buying his shtick, and I think sooner or later Trump may not be buying his shtick either. But the real question now is, as always, what is Congress going to do about it? They've advocated their responsibility on the War Powers Act. They haven't reined him in, and he can go further. So the question has to be before the Democrats and the Republicans, what are you going to do about it? If he lied about a strike on Iran, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to hold him accountable? How are you going to hold Pete Hegseth accountable? It's nice that he's finally doing a press conference, because he hasn't done one in months, but they can't stop there, because American lives are now at risk.
Courtney Kuby said on our air they hadn't done one ever until the Sunday morning after the strikes. That was the first one. I want to ask you, Paul Rykoff, what the implication is of Hegseth turning his focus to this leak investigation, ostensibly creating a climate of more fear after all the purges and all the firings that he's already undertaken at the Pentagon. What are you hearing about how the Pentagon's holding up?
Well, while we were looking at other things, the chaos at the Pentagon around Pete Hegseth was still unfolding. He lost half of his communication team. And here's the thing. If there are leaks, they're coming from inside the building. They're his former people. They're his current people. There are people who are around him. Because what's happened in the last couple of months is they've started to eat their own. And they're sloppy and undisciplined. So whether it's malicious intent or it's incompetence, this is the environment that Hegseth has created from Signalgate all the way through. And it hasn't stopped. What's changed now is the stakes have gotten higher. Now we're attacking Iran. Now we're talking about nukes. Now there's expanding conflict in the Middle East. And the same guys are in charge with the same kind of command climate. So the stakes are going to continue to get higher, and he's going to continue to be in over his head even more. And all of us are less safe, and more of our enemies are celebrating.
Grim analysis, but I thank you for it. The truth is these days. No, it's why you're here.
The truth hurts, and that's what we need to hear right now, right?
That's what we need. We need all of it. Paul Rykoff, Tom Nichols, best of the best. Thank you for spending time with us today.